First of all, we got
Yeah.
cheers too, but
Yeah,
like we'll talk naturally about solo travel.
All right.
I've been doing this for since 2011, pretty much. Right?
Yeah.
So like
I've been traveling, but I've never had. I just never like. I can't do it. I'm just.
let's talk about this.
Yeah.
But first, let's
Oh.
cheers. It's good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Johnny.
This is crazy.
Thank you.
I don't know. No, thank you. You know, when I came in here, I felt so bad. I'm like, oh, this is how rich people.
Nah, come on, man.
I was like, oh, and then you know what's funny because when I came in, she started laughing because she said, I was like, well, why are you laughing? And she said, because you look totally like you don't belong here.
It's so funny. Oh my god. Everyone belongs to the Hyatt.
Not this one though. This one's a little
This one's a
special
nice
one.
one.
This one's a special one. But, you know, I don't.
This one's a nice one.
But you know, I don't feel like I don't know. I don't really like let things like that bother me.
You should.
I feel like a lot of people do, but you know, because like when I grew up around a lot of like rich friends, so I never feel like
Dude,
people
like
are
we
different.
grew up
Yeah,
in the same
exactly.
neighborhood. Come on.
Exactly. So you just depending on job, whatever. I feel like you're still a real person, but I feel like there's a lot of people who can't belong with a group of people that are socially like higher class with them because they get envious and they
I
get
would
jealous
say
or hate, right? They get that.
That's true,
Yeah.
but I would also say the reverse can be true with people too. I think sometimes
Yeah.
people in the
That's
upper echelons of society
Yes.
oftentimes have a hard time connecting with like blue collar workers.
oh really?
I think so. Like I see it all the time at work, and I'm like,
I would never guess that.
see, that's one of my I feel like strengths is. Thankfully, my first job was I was a garbage man, 2 years.
Where were you?
In the village of Skokie, dude. Like, I was like 17,
Why?
18.
Why did you do that?
Because the money was good. And
wait,
like
wait, how can you be a garbage man at 17?
a hookup. So
Okay.
my dad knew someone in the
Okay,
village of
okay.
Skokie. So
Well, but you know what? At that point, it's more of like fun, right? Because you're not like raising 5 kids.
no, yeah.
what
I
was-
mean, most of the guys were pretty young too, like the full timers. And so what a lot of people don't know is that garbage men, they make bank. So
Yeah, they do. They
I
do
was
make-
17 years old. I was making, this was what, back in 2002,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I was making
Juniors.
like 1975 an hour. I was like,
What was that a year?
I was only during the summer times,
Oh, what did you make like in the summer?
1975.
What did that come out to like a month?
I don't know. Just do the math.
You worked every single day?
every day.
In the morning?
Well, 5 days a week. Yeah.
In the morning
So,
before school?
yep. So
That is
the
crazy.
secret is
That is crazy.
you get paid for a full 8 hours,
Uh-huh.
regardless of how much time it takes. So if it takes you more,
Uh-huh.
you still get paid for 8.
Okay.
If it takes you less, you get paid for 8 too. So what a lot of guys did was, we're like, hey, let's wake
Do
up at
the
like
truck.
3 a.m.
Uh-huh.
Get there, get in the truck, and you do the route from like 3:30 until 8.
Mm-hmm.
And you're done. And then like you're done at 8, so you work what, 4.5, 5 hours. You get paid for a full 8. But because you're done so early, most guys had another job.
Wow.
It's like they'd go from garbage man to like
That's
the next
crazy.
thing.
That's really crazy.
So if you do the math, right, like let's say you do that full time,
I can't believe you did that
1975,
before high school and studied.
it's 40K a year.
No, just
And it's
in
like-
the summertime.
Yeah,
Wow, that's crazy.
it's crazy, right?
That is really crazy. I was partying and going to nightclubs and going straight from the club to school.
Yeah.
Galaxy. I don't know if you know this club, Galaxy. I would go there.
Holy shit.
I would go there Thursday
That's-
nights and then come hungover to school on Friday mornings. I should have hung out with you.
I was a degenerate too. I just drank mostly with my friends though.
Yeah, but I should have been a garbage man.
It's good, man. But back to the reason why I'm telling you this.
Oh yeah,
Like,
sorry. Yeah, okay.
That it was like fate having that as a first job, because I feel like that taught me really early that it doesn't matter how rich or poor you are.
Yeah, right.
Like you're in that job, like you're working as a team to get that stuff done, and like you had to coordinate with people, you had to communicate with them, you had to get over your like your hobbies and stuff that might be different. You just make friends, right? And I feel like that skill helped me in life way after that too.
Yeah, because I feel like you didn't really get to what your level at now until like recently, in the last 10 years, right?
Probably the last 8,
Okay,
8 or
yeah,
9,
right.
yeah, I'd say. But yeah, but I credit that job seriously. Like if I didn't have that first job as a garbage man, I
Yeah.
feel like I wouldn't have been able to make
Really?
as deep and as fast connections with people as I am.
But you grew up in we grew up in the same high school, which was very multicultural, and you weren't really born into like a rich family, you know.
No.
So I feel like even without that garbage job, you would have been still fine.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. In my mind, I credit it because I think when I look at my peers, when I went into consulting and then later tech,
I'm sure.
like,
Yeah. You know.
they
You're
are
right.
unable to do that.
Yeah,
Like they see a garbage man, they look down on them.
Oh,
they can't
really?
communicate. I'm like,
Wow.
you shouldn't do that. Like they might have crypto money. You never know.
Yeah. You
right?
never know. You never know by someone's appearance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think
I
that
didn't know people that are like what you're saying, like the upper echelons. They can't connect with people that are.
I think that's very true.
Really, I think they're like I would think that they're smart enough to, communicate with people, all types of people.
Some might be able to. I think other folks in that group might not see it as worth their time to. But I don't know, we could start talking about travel now. I think
Yeah. Okay.
one of my joys of travel is meeting people of all walks of life.
Mm-hmm.
The last thing I want to do is meet more people that I know back home, like that profile, like
You
rich tech
you
people,
don't.
rich consultants. I don't want that because I get that all the time when I'm here.
Yeah.
What I crave is just expanding my network and expanding my sphere of people I know and who know me as much as I can.
And why is that?
It's fun.
Okay. Just
It's
meeting
fun.
new. I feel the same way too, but I feel kind of tired sometimes I think maybe because I'm just in one place, where you're going out and in different
Europe,
places.
Africa, South America,
Yeah, right. I
Asia,
feel like when I meet the same types of people, I feel like it's always the same thing. Like, oh, what do you do? I do this, and it's like.
That would be a grind, yeah.
Yeah. But
I
I do
agree.
enjoy meeting new people and interesting people.
It's the most fun thing about life, I think. So, on the topic of solo travel, it's really interesting to me that. So you've never done a solo trip ever? Like 2, 3, 4 week thing by yourself with no friends?
I really wish I could do it. I just have no. I love traveling. I always want to do like a scooter travel where I'm on a scooter and I'm just like going somewhere, but I just never had the balls to do it.
Why?
I don't know. It's scary.
It can be.
I feel like it's gonna be a very lonely kind of thing, you know.
I think people think that way and feel that way about solo travel when they haven't done it themselves yet.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, at least to me, appeals about the idea of solo travel and why I love it now, is that let's talk about the opposite situation.
Okay.
Let's say you're going on a trip with your girlfriend.
Yeah, right. Which I always
or,
do. Right?
Or with a friend, or with family that you're close with, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Think about it, Johnny. When you're in a new place, let's say you're going to, I don't know, like Istanbul, Turkey. Right?
Yeah, right.
You're in a new place, never been there before, but you're with people that you know, your girlfriend, friends, family, whatever.
You feel safe.
When you're walking around, you feel safe.
Yeah, right.
You'll always be subconsciously in a bubble with those people. But when you're alone, you are forced to immerse yourself in that place.
Yeah, that's tough. I think that's tough. And
That's the fun part.
I think I'm naturally an introvert. I always thought I was an extrovert, but as I get older and living in Japan, I feel like I'm more of an introvert. But I have no.
You can be both.
I have no problem talking to strangers, and I always like talk to strangers, like Korean people that are lost outside. I don't know. I feel like I'm a introvert now.
I think you can be both. I feel like I am. Like, I have to be an extrovert by nature with the businesses that I own, the sales work that I do, consulting. But the way that I recharge, Johnny, is being alone. Like, if I'm constantly with people, whether they're people I know, love, or strangers, it's draining. And like the way that I recharge is making sure that I have time like this trip to be by myself.
Really?
Yep.
But you grew up with two siblings? One sibling?
Good memory though, yeah. Sister.
Yeah, I was thinking sister. I was an only child, so I kind of know what it's like to be alone, but I just don't think I could do it.
Johnny, you gotta promise me that you'll try it once.
I don't think I could do it.
2 weeks, man. Come on.
I don't think I could do it.
I would literally gift you some points so you can fly somewhere and be alone.
It's like such a scary feeling, you know?
It will change your life. It's like literally doing
And,
LSD
you know,
for the first time. It's like
and you know
unlocks your brain.
that's the thing. I know it's gonna be life changing because I know I've lived in Japan, I've lived in China, I've been traveling. These are all life changing moments, but to actually do it, I feel I don't know if I can do it.
It's taking a leap of faith. Just
Isn't it? I guess. When's the first time you traveled alone? When was it?
the first time I traveled for a long time alone, and I mean like more than a couple weeks, was when my job in New York sent me to India to train people.
Well, see, that's the thing, right? You were forced because you had no choice, and then it kind of opened your eyes.
Right, right. So I was working hard, and I'm like, I'm here in India. I might as well like go see the Taj Mahal, do this stuff because who knows if I'll be back here. And so like, then I'm like, well, I'm already here, so like I might as well go see it. And I'm like, wow, this is
It's
cool.
liberating.
Like,
It's
very
like
liberating.
It's like freedom, you know.
It is.
But it's like scary. Wait, that's what I'm saying. Like
You gotta try
I
it.
feel like our situation is different. Like where you were kind of just okay, I'm here by myself. Whereas I want to do it, but I'm never gonna do it.
I'm serious. I will
Yeah.
gift you points, but on the condition that it's a solo trip, that you go by yourself.
It's scary. Where would you advise someone to go?
Totally random place.
Oh my gosh, that's so scary.
India was random for
That,
me.
I
Like,
think it's the
it's
most
like-
scariest place to go. Like that is the most scariest.
I mean, you could start like small, like somewhere in Southeast Asia could be fun. It's close, it's cheap. Like Vietnam is a lot of fun.
I've been to Vietnam a couple times.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Yeah, my best friend lives there.
What city?
Ho Chi Minh. I've been there twice.
Damn.
And before I came to Japan, I was either should I move to Vietnam or
Huh.
Japan. And once I got there, I was like, I don't know if I can live here.
Traffic is traffic is crazy there.
Well,
There's like no rules.
When
on
I
the road.
got there, someone was like burning fire like on the street. I was I'm like,
yeah.
what is going on here? I think they're just burning garbage. But I lived in China, so I didn't want to
Right.
go to another similar like I wanted to go somewhere more
Well,
developed.
I feel like China's weird though. What part of China were you
I lived in
in?
Shanghai.
I mean, you were in like the most developed part,
Yes,
right?
yeah,
So,
right.
like,
But even still, that it was still like every day was like a crazy adventure. Every day.
remind me again, like what years were you there?
I was there like about 8 years ago.
Okay, that was a weird time in Shanghai. I feel like it was just like on the cusp of becoming hyper developed, and then like it was during your time there. But
Yeah, yeah. So it's like you have like these fancy malls where it's like
Yep.
wow crazy, and then
especially in the Pudong area, right? Like that's where
yeah.
it's east of the river. That's where all the financial stuff is. Like there's a Park Hyatt there too.
Oh yeah, I've been there. There's the building, right?
Yeah, it's like 87 or something floors.
When did you go there last time? That was a nice Park Hyatt too.
I was there in 2019.
Oh man, 2019.
It's a beautiful
I
hotel.
was here. Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I mean, Vietnam's cool. You've been there. Thailand is awesome.
I don't think I could do it. I just don't think I could do it. That's why when I watch your stories, I'm just like, man, how are you doing that?
I love it. It's great.
It's crazy. It gives me anxiety when I watch you by yourself. I'm like, shit, how can you go to all these places by
The only
yourself?
time I had anxiety on this trip, Johnny, was when I went down this kid slide.
Yeah, I
like,
saw that. I
you
saw
did.
that. I saw that.
I immediately
Those hurt.
regretted
It pinches your butt.
Well,
But did you have that slide? That
they
the little
had a little foam thing,
Okay.
but I didn't realize until I watched my video of me doing it like
Yeah.
after the fact. There's a sign that says no adults.
Oh,
and I
really?
realized as I was going down why. It's because if you're a kid, you're not heavy. And so like you go slow.
I go down those things all the time,
Dude,
like
like-
crazier one than that.
And my head hit the ceiling, the metal bar 6
yeah,
times. I'm like,
yeah.
oh my god, I'm gonna die.
The trick is you have to like brake with your hands. I've been on those without the sled,
oh man.
and it hurts.
Ouch.
It really hurts. All right, crazy man.
Yeah. Cool. What's the next trip? I know, probably not solo, but with your girlfriend, you got in mind.
I don't know, man. I haven't been really even thinking about traveling recently, so I don't know.
Anything else going on in life?
No, but I'm gonna turn this off. for a
Okay.
bit.